All right, chefs, this is it. I want to see your best dish. Mouth-watering, mind-blowing dish that no other chef can touch.
Couldn't be more pumped up.
Make it your own, give it a little spin. Speaking of spin,
What is going on?
I'm gonna give your dish my spin because this is the high-low food wheel. Yes.
Like, what are we gonna have to do with what's on these wheels?
One wheel has all the high-priced food items that we have here. Truffles, oysters, Morocco lamb, caviar, lobster, pate. Then we have the less expensive items. So ketchup, grits, canned cheese, liverwurst, relish, and pork rinds.
Oh, God, I'm nervous.
Pretty comfortable working with high-end ingredients. Now, the other end of the spectrum, that's when you gotta start getting creative.
Let's spin to win. All right, here we are.
Ah.
Rack of lamb.
Definitely like to work with rack of lamb. However, it does take some time.
Here we go.
Anything but liverwurst.
Where will they go? Where will they go? Where will they go?
Is this the greatest day ever?
I'm distraught. I've never incorporated pork rinds into anything.
Rack of lamb and pork rinds, both ingredients must be in your dish. You can get anything else you want in the store. Chefs, to your carts, please. You just gotta remember, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh!
There's no excuses. They have limitless possibilities here.
I realized that there's only 4 packs of rack of lamb. At this point, the gloves are kind of coming off. Running over to produce, I was actually considering trying to stuff the lamb with something. Mushrooms came to mind. I'm making eat your own crusted, roasted rack of lamb, sauteed shiitake mushroom, and red onion. I needed the rack of lamb to be able to stand up on something. Maybe a nice little bed of some new potatoes and parsnips would work. I decided to head back to my station at this time because I realized I gotta get that lamb going.
Where are the pork rinds, man? Here I go again, spinning in circles. I'm making a stuffed lamb loin with a pork rind stuffing. I immediately go grab chilies, I grab scallions, and I figure I can make something work with that.
Pork rinds are, you know, tons of flavor, tons of salt. I mean, they're crunchy, crispy. I think that you have to almost pulverize them because we want this to be a best dish. It's got to be something elevated. It can't be too homey.
I'm making a eat-your-own crusted rack of lamb with mashed potato and parsnips. Rack of lamb is definitely a delicacy, but cooking it can be tricky. Sometimes on the road, clients definitely want the higher quality and pretty much trying to make sure that everybody's getting good, healthy options, but that they're really feeling like they're getting what they want without actually feeling like they're dragging.
Talk to me about dropping these racks in the fryer.
Basically, I'm just trying to seal in whatever juices I'm gonna get when I transfer it to the oven, and then I'm gonna go ahead and crust it with some of the pork rinds.
Ooh, I like it.
I checked the parsnips and potatoes in the pot. Time to go ahead and make my mash.
Reno's such a sweet son. He wants to send his mom on vacation.
My mother's always been there for our family, and she's pretty much always been the worker bee. And I'd just really like the opportunity to give her a little bit of freedom to go ahead and do a few things that she's always wanted to do.
I'm making a stuffed lamb loin with a pork rind stuffing, roasted rack of lamb. My background is pretty much fine dining and French cuisine, so I like clean lines, smooth, elegant. I'm putting my own stamp, my own little twist on the cuisines that I know and the cuisines that I love. The thyme and the peppercorn and the wine reduction is for the jus. And there wasn't enough time to put everything in the same pan or else it wouldn't reduce. I spread it out between 3 pans to get it done. Chefs are a crazy breed, man. Like, Reno is the toughest competition, but I'm here to win this thing. I don't give a how big you are.
So now I'm gonna work on my sauteed mushrooms. Now I'm adding more pork rinds to the sauteed mushrooms because where I come from, more pork doesn't hurt. So I take the lamb out of the oven. I gave it a feel, and I definitely knew that it was undercooked on the inside. I am starting to panic. Best way to fix it, back into the fryer. I'm still in survival mode.
The three of us think with high price, low price, you get lamb, you get the pork rinds. How easy? I actually don't think these guys think it's that easy.
Oh, come on.
Lots of different things can go wrong with lamb.
So I pulled the lamb out. It's not cooked. That sucks. It's way under. And my heart sinks, man. The only way I can think of to flip them onto their sides and cook them on the side. I'm young, I'm only 25. I think personal evolution is very important. I want to go see the world because I feel like seeing another country's cuisine is influential in what we do. Could really use the money to get out of the restaurant for at least a few days. I'm using the pork rinds in place of traditional bread in the stuffing. I blend all that together with serranos, shallot, lemon juice. I'll add herbs to it and stuff it into my lamb. Time is down to the wire, man. Like, it's nuts.
Chefs, you have 120 seconds, 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left. I throw together a Dijon mustard and sherry vinaigrette. I'm too close to succeeding at this. It's not time for me to go home.
20 seconds, guys.
20 seconds,
Come on.
$20,000. Let's see what they got.
I realize the stuffing's not gonna happen, but I need to at least get it on the plate. I'll just have to throw it on top.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop working, guys.
Get it on the plate! Woo!
First up, Chef Reno. What do you got for the judges?
I have a chicharron-crusted roasted rack of lamb coated with a Dijon mustard, a sautéed shiitake mushroom and red onion with a sherry vinaigrette drizzled right over it, mashed parsnip, new potato with sheep's milk.
I love this parsnip puree. It's really nice and creamy with the dish. And the way that you're able to incorporate the pork rinds, the flavor is great. But your lamb, I mean, man, you beat it, you smacked it, you punched it. I've never seen that many preparations on a lamb, but you overcooked it.
Reno, it was really fun watching you cook. I think you played the game fantastically. And this beautiful composed plate, I like the way the vinegar kind of cut through all the fat. The problems for me boil down to when you kind of panicked because you ended up with overcooked lamb.
If I would have just taken my moment to step back and breathe, I would have been okay.
All right, next up, Chef Ben. What do you got, buddy?
So here you have roasted rack and roasted loin, and some serrano and pork rind stuffing, and lamb and thyme jus as well.
Pork rind stuffing. Really nice move. That pork rind stuffing may be the best thing I've had all week. The flavors that were developed are complex. Bad news is the lamb was really borderline inedible. The inside's really kind of raw, so that makes me sad.
Me too.
Thank you very much. Chef Malarkey.
Very ambitious dish and a very ambitious chef you are. It's well seasoned, tastes good. I like the topping on it.
Thank you.
But my lamb is very rare.
I can't believe that the plate I ended with is the plate that I made.
Judges, time to deliberate. Chefs, back to the kitchen. Thank you very much, chefs.
Thank you.
Thank you, chefs. I just wanted them both to have like 10 more minutes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I know that both of these guys would have given us an incredible meal without the time constraint.
I could have cut the lamb smaller before it even went into the fryer. I should have followed my instinct.
They were both abused those chops, but at the end of the day, I still want to lean towards Reno.
Oh, really? The flavors on this plate to me are so much more developed and better.
I disagree.
Wow, it's like I don't know you anymore.
Chefs, you want to come back in, please? So what we saw was you both get into rack of lamb. One of you is going to go home. The chef that will be leaving us will be Chef Ben.
You are leaps and bounds ahead of where I was at your age. Your future is just absolutely incredible.
I'm still really proud of getting to the final round.
Chef,
Thank you.
really nice to meet you, buddy.
I didn't get to compete for the money, but it's not always about the money. I certainly don't cook just for money. All of us are doing this because we love it.
Hi everyone, make sure you subscribe to Food Network UK where you can see loads more shows and loads of different recipes.